Hi, I'm Ativ, and in this video, I'll be talking about who will win the NFC North in the NFL for the 2020 to 2021 NFL season. So these are the teams in the NFC North. As you can see, there's the Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers, and Detroit Lions. In this video, I'll be talking about the Minnesota Vikings, the Vikings Offense. So they have a QB in Kirk Cousins who does pretty good during the regular season, but always chokes in big games. And yes, you can make the case that he did win versus the Saints. That was just one game. And usually on Monday Night Football, he usually chokes. And in big games like that, or primetime versus rivals, he doesn't do very good either. So next, their running back. They have Dalvin Cook as the running back. He's a pretty inconsistent running back, but he did have a breakout year with over 1,100 rushing yards, and he did make the Pro Bowl. So their receiving core, they have Adam Thielen leading their receiving core. Sorry, it says relieving. So as you can see, he can make some spectacular catches, and he's a great player. And as you saw during the Saints game, it was a great throw by Kirk Cousins, but also a great catch. # teamwork. They got Justin Jefferson from the draft, so let's see what he can do. He seems like a pretty good player. And then I believe it's Tajay Sharp is how you say his name. He was acquired from the Titans, and he's only broke 500 yards once in his career. Their tight end is Kyle Rudolph, and he averages about 460 yards per year. But he did have not a very bad year, but he had a pretty bad year with less than 400 yards. And they have Garrett Bradbury and Riley Reef at their O-line. Garrett Bradbury is a very young guy, by the way. The Vikings defense. They have Harrison Smith leading their secondary. And Harrison Smith, great player all around. And then they drafted Jeff Gladney, and he seems like a pretty good player as well, as we saw from college. So their linebackers are Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, and Eric Wilson. And Anthony Barr, he's a really good player, and Eric Kendricks is just amazing. And then Eric Wilson, he's not as good. Still, it's an above average linebacking play. They have above average linebackers. So Danielle Hunter had another great season, and they have Michael Pierce as well on their D-line. Next is the Vikings coaching. So Mike Zimmer is still their head coach. He's been there for a long time. He has a 57-38-1 record. Gary Kubiak is their offensive coordinator after being the Vikings coach or offensive advisor. Andre Patterson and Adam Zimmer are their co-defensive coordinators. And Patterson is still the D-line coach and will have more responsibility across the defense now. So this is their schedule. And let's talk about their schedule. So this is all their 16 games, right? And the Packers versus Vikings. Yeah, so you can see, we'll talk about this later after I finish all the teams. And yes, that probably will take a long time. We can talk about all the schedules after. But as you can see, off the bat, it doesn't look like the hardest schedule, but it's not an easy schedule either, because they have the Packers as their rivals. Let's see if Kirk Cousins can beat them there, because that man needs to show up, man. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.